Let me go grab my stuff, my glasses. I have a new one. I have a new one of these. Look at this, my new one. Yes, these things are so cozy and they're so warm. I'm like a little bit obsessed, just a little. All right, I'm going to change all my stuff here, and all messages. And there we go. Some folks are coming on in right now. And let me put this on. My lips are chapped. This cold is taking a toll on my skin. All right, so today is a cotton cuts kind of day. So yesterday you should have gotten clue 7. Hi, Mom. Oh my goodness, I love these things. I'm obsessed. This is the second one I bought. So I'm on the Atlantis, Team Atlantis, and this is for Under the Sea. This is clue 7 right here that I printed out. And I have clue 7 in my box. I also wanted to show you, like, you know, I have an oops kit if I ever need an oops kit. And those you just buy separately, but I have an oops kit for this kit. And we're getting close to the end of this because there's 10 clues. So we're at 7. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Good morning, Helen and Melanie and Joyce. So yeah, and I have my little pad that they sent me last time. This has come in very handy. And then I have my little thing. And yes, I have, because I reuse them. But you know what I did get yesterday? I got Field of Dreamers. Yes, I got that in the mail yesterday. So we're going to open this up because I want to see what's going on in there. So yes, so this is Field of Dreams. I don't want to, there we go. I'm so excited. So it's a different color box. Normally the boxes are this color. Now they've moved to this color, which is helpful when you're doing 2 at a time. And here we are. We're going to open it up. Ooh. So you could get your kit just like this, or you can get it monthly. I actually have the information on this. I should probably tell you what the info on this is. So we're going to open this up. They brought back Flat Nancy. So they brought back Flat Nancy. It says, join us for a new Flat Nancy check-in giveaway. During the Field of Dreamers puzzle mystery, we will be hosting a monthly Flat Nancy check-in. Simply head to cottoncutts.com/FlatNancy. Take a photo of your most recent clue with Flat Nancy and post to the website. See where other detectives are sewing clues and join in the fun. Each month, we will be giving away 5 $25 gift cards to the shop. Participate in all 10 months, and you will be entered to receive a free PMQ for the fall of 2026. So here is that. It says, let's stitch the sky bright with our shining stars. You are a part of something magical with Field of Dreamers. We're creating a giant community sky, 1 star from every quilter who joins the mystery. Using the fabrics included in your clue 1, trace the star pattern on the back of this card and create your star. Add an inspirational quote, a message of encouragement, or simply your name and where you're from. Send your star back to us, and together we'll build a sparkling galaxy of quilters from across the country and around the world. Each star stitched with hope, creativity, and dreams. This is the heart of the Cotton Cuts community, connection, and creating something beautiful together. We can't wait to see your shining star. So I have, look, looks like it's got some kind of, back, fusey back. And here's the star. So I think I'm going to cut my star, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my Pastryqueen's Farm Adventure Community logo on this. So it represents all of us. So that's cute. Is that a shirt or a maxi thing? No, Mom, this goes all the way down to the floor and it has a fluffy, look, it has a fluffy little end. It goes right down, past my ankles, just on the top of my foot. That's the question about my little frock I'm wearing. Okay, so it says, welcome to spring of 2026 puzzle mystery quilt. This is our 19th puzzle mystery quilt at Cotton Cuts, and we're so excited by this new design from our partner, Sheila Christensen. We are sure you will love this beautiful quilt you make. Here we go. So where's that? And so here we go. My colorway is Fairy Tale. I loved this fabric. It's from Free Spirit. Hi, Eva. So glad you're unpacking yours too. I am. Oh, you're following along with me? Okay. So if you want to follow along with me, I do have a code. It's Leanna, Leana, Dream, DREAM, all capitalized, and you get a free gift. But we'll discuss that later. I'm just looking at all this. And these are the fabrics. And then we have, here we go, we have, oh, this is new. So look at this. So now they have Field of Dreamers section labels for the small quilt. I'm doing the small quilt size. So it says section 1A, section 1B, section 2B. So I have now, and this is new, I've never seen this before. So we'll have to cut this up, okay. And then this is my inventory list of everything that's in here. Oh, the fabric is so beautiful. It's all about the fabric for me. It's all about the fabric. So the fabric is so beautiful. Here is the fabric in person. Look at that. So this starts February 6th. So just like next week. Next week I'll sew this up. How exciting. Next week. Look at this. So I have a pen. I love these pens. They like upgraded the game with their pens. So pretty. I love the color. Maybe it'll match maybe my new sewing machine. Maybe not. We'll see. Still on the fence about that. So here we are. We have this fabric and this fabric. Look at that. I love it. So bright, so powerful. I love it. And then we have that. Oh, look at that. Look at that little birdie there. That's what got me, is this little birdie. I love that bird. And we have that. I think I'll show that one, right? And this one. And this one. So we have our, now look at this together. That bird, I wish I could, that bird was centered, but I love it. It's all right. He's peeking through. We have this. I don't think I showed that one. So there's that one. I showed the brighter one. There's two of those kind, right? Oh no, the bright yellow is the bird, and then that just must be background. Okay. I get it now. Just took me a little bit. And those two. So this is what it looks like right there. All those in person right here, right now. It's so cool. I am loving it. Oh, I love to play with new kits. I do love it. Okay, so we have this. And we're going to put that right back in here for next week. We'll work on this next week. And put that in there. So I have all my months in here already. Clue 5 has a little gift. We have that one, and we have this one, and that one. Ooh, I might have to take this right off. So this is Clue 10, and Clue 10 has a gift. So they did a magnet, I don't know how many PMQs ago, and I had that magnet on my car. I I drive my car around with a cotton cuts magnet. And look what is in 10. I'm going to put it on the other side. It's a different magnet than the other one. And so right now I have it on my license, where my license plate is. It's really helpful when you're like lost of where you parked your car in a parking lot and every car is silver like yours, looking like yours. So it's really nice to have that cotton cuts thing, because I will look down. I was like, oh, there's my car. It's got the Puerto Rican license plate and it's got the cotton cuts magnet. Did you get backing for the colorway? I was not able to order the backing or the binding. I wasn't lucky enough to get either for Under the Sea. So sometimes they have extra and I can get some really quick. And if not, we're just going to make it up. You know, it's all good. We can make it up as we go. And then we have our pack of cards. And this is what I was talking about, the Oops packet. So we have the Oops packet right here. And this comes in very handy. And I guess you see the collection right there. I didn't get to show you this fabric because this fabric wasn't in that Clue 1. So we're going to go see that fabric now because it's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's beautiful. I am enjoying this. So yeah, so we will see. We will see what I will be doing for the backing if I don't get it from them. I'm impartial to hummingbirds, so if I see something that's like a hummingbird, I am going to take this. I'm terrible. I'm taking this free gift right out of here. I'm not waiting. I'm going to clean my salt off my car and put that magnet right on there. Yeah. So this magnet right there, that's going to go with my other one. We'll see how many end up on my car over the years. Okay, so that's Fairy Tale. We'll do that next week. We'll have Flat Nancy. We'll figure out the label situation for this. And yeah, I want to put though our community label on there. So I've got to figure something out. So if you're interested in doing this with me, and I see some of you are or already have, maybe you can explain what you do with the pack of cards. I don't do anything with the pack of cards. You know, you can make them. You know, this is telling you the different things you could make. Right now I have I actually have all my cards in a little card file for future references, right? So here we go. You can post, so it'll tell you, you can post your completed color sheets on the 15th at color, hashtag CC Color Challenge for a chance to win a prize. But because I'm awfully busy, I never get to do that. But I do have them. Where's my file? I could show them. They're like in a little card thing. You know, back in the day, a Rolodex, the old Rolodexes, that's what I have them in right now. But where I put that Rolodex, I don't know. I just recently moved it. But you know what happens when you move things. You think you put them somewhere you remember, and then you never remember. Or at least that's my story every day, all the time. The backing for Fairy Tale is, it is. It is. It's okay. I'll figure it out. Okay. So this, here it is. So we are going to, so I told you it's Leanna Dream. I've posted many posts so you can receive a free gift. The timeline for things are as follows. Just in case if you're interested. Here. They do give me, and they're doing everything so organized. It's great because right now I have even like a lovely worksheet. So, you know, it's already shipped out. Clue 1, post by date is, oh, that's for me. Those are the dates. But basically you can order now, but by clue number, and I know this, I should know this by heart. Here we go. So by clue 1 and 3. So Clue 3 ships out on April 3rd of 2026. So that is your last chance to order this. All right. So you can order it now. You can wait until, but the very last moment that you can order it is on April 3rd, 2026. So with that said, you know, if you're looking for a colorway, I would go. A lot of colorways though have like sold out. Recipe box is what I use. Lori uses a recipe box. Good morning, Lori. I was watching your reset drawer video. And yeah, I have like an old timey one. I don't know. It's green. It's like an army green, but I don't know where it is right at this moment. So I can't show you. But here we go. I've got my clapper. That's helpful. And I've got my two design boards. And we're going to put out the fabric because that's what I do, because I put them out. Now, do I starch this? No. They do not recommend you do that. So here we are. We have all our pieces, and I'm just going to pull them out and sort them. And that is all the same. And this is Cafe. I'm sewing the Cafe one, which is Atlantis. All right, so I have my colors, and I put them out, okay? And now I'm going to take my little sheet that gives me everything on here, and I'm going to find the colors. So it looks like we have F. So we're going to take my little F thing and put F right here by the Fs. And we have B. So we're only working with B and F. So I have my little B. So this is my B's, and this is my F's. Really simple this time around. So this I'm going to put back in here so I don't lose it. Right? Because, you know. And then I'm going to go to my clue, and it tells me how many things I should have. And then to mark this clue 7. Got that. No, not pre-cut. No, I don't do it. All right. So now the first thing they want us to do is to take our B's and basically do a square in a square technique. So we're going to take our F's and put them around, okay, this. And we're going to do 4 of them. So I'm going to put these aside. And then it's going to have us do the large F and put the B's on the sides. And make so this will be the square in the square. And this will be the flying geese unit. And then that's all that clue has. So we are just going to go with it, right? Because we have B's. Oh, I put that wrong. That goes here. These go here. No, what did I do? Okay. I cut myself backwards. How did I do that? Remind me. B is that. F is this. So this is B, and then I do need F's. So what did I do wrong? Oh, I know what I did wrong. I just did that. That's F's, and these are the B's. Holy moly. Maybe 6:30 is too early to go live for me this morning. It's been a while since I've been on a live in the morning, and I just reminding you folks that it's why I have not been consistent, because usually I'm a consistent person. Is because my son works till midnight during these hours. Why has it hasn't bothered, right? The last 2 years have been, well, this will be my 2nd year. So that last winter was not an issue because we hardly got any snow. But this year, between the snow and the temperatures that has dipped, I mean, we're at negatives right now. Someone has to be at the yard. So the yard is like being monitored by a crew 24/7. So I don't think it's so lovely for me to, like, when he gets home at 1 or sometimes at 5, if it's a huge snowstorm, to start, you know, talking and laughing because I have so much fun with you all. So, you know, so that's the reason why my lives. He's not here. So I get to go live this morning. I do not sew until the 3rd cup of coffee. Yeah, I could see that. Well, I've been up. I've actually been up early this morning because I haven't been able to sew either. So I got up, I'm going to tell you, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I've been sewing, and I have done such wonderful things I want to show you, but that's not what I want to do right now. I'm gonna sew up this clue, and then we'll talk about the other fun stuff. So while we sew up this clue, I have the new game called Amazing Animal Trivia. And ready? We're going to go for a question. Hyacinth, scarlet, and severe are all types of A, butterflies, B, macaws, or C, fish. And with that, I'm going to start sewing. And this is where I come in, and I just do my best to line everything up. Now, a leader, like something like this, or something that you've pre-cut to make into a quilt, is always great to start. So I'm going to go ahead, set my machine to 1/4 of an inch, and go for it here. Yeah, doing the leader really helps. Yeah, my machine's making funny noises. We're going to ignore that. Let's see. Game on Garth. Butterflies, B. We have hyacinth, scarlet, and severe are all types of A, butterflies, B, macaws, or C, fish. Okay. So we have a lot of you saying butterflies. And the answer is macaws. I didn't know that. Macaws. That's what that is. I'll go with C. Yeah, it's macaws. Okay, the study of eggs is called A, eggology, B, oology, or C, hatchology. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and sew some of these on the side. We'll use these as my leader and enders for making the square and the square. And these line up perfectly. Let us see. I'll go with, okay, A. Hi, Chris. B. Hi, Katie. So A and B. So the study of eggs is called A, eggology, B, oology, or C, hatchology. That is what the question is. And we're going to come in here and put these on. Oh, no, we're not, because those are the big ones. Oh, boy. Maybe I should have. I don't have coffee. I have tea. I've been drinking tea. I've been drinking decaf. Well, one cup has decaf jasmine tea, and the other cup has decaf peach tea. Put these over here. Oh, I have these too. So we got, a lot of people have B. The B is the right answer. Oology. Or oology. I don't know how it's pronounced, to tell you the honest truth. All right, next one. Are we ready? Here we go. Next. True or false? Grizzly and Kodiak bears are the same species. Grizzly and Kodiak bears are the same species. True or false? We have a true. Is that right? That's right. Okay, so we are to the point where I will have to press there, and then I'm going to run these through now. Let's see. We have a true. We have, oh, we're like a true and a false. Here we are. I've been working on collage things this week. I haven't finished any, but I've been working on it because that's something I could work on without having the sewing machine going early or at school. So that's been a plus. Hi, Barb. How are you? So the answer to this is true. Grizzly and Kodiak bears are of the same species. Ready? True or false? A mother turtle sits on her eggs until they hatch. A mother turtle sits on her eggs until they hatch. I feel like I'm at school. True or false? Right now, these questions. I mean, I don't know about you, but some of those trivia questions I bought is way too advanced for me. Now I feel like we're in a science class. Life science. True or false? We have a lot of false. All right, so I'm gonna put these through. This is gonna be a quick clue here, which is nice. I have a quick clue because I have a lot to show you. Other than this, I have a lot to show you. And here we are. I'm excited too because I am. All right, so I have all those. Now I'll put these here. I'm going to run my little thing right through to keep the thread going. And then I'm doing this. You know, here it is. Okay, so a lot of you said false. So you all know that it's false. So yes, it's false. A mother turtle sits on her eggs until they hatch. For a mother turtle, that's false. Ready? Here's another true or false question. Hi, Nikki. It takes nearly 2 years for a baby elephant to grow inside its mother's womb. It takes 2 years for a baby elephant to grow inside its mother's womb. Well, I know as a mammal and a woman, 9 months was long enough for me. I can't imagine if I had to be like that for 2 years. I don't know what animals are. Actually, I wonder what other animals are more. Okay. So now we're going to press out on everything. Everything gets pressed out. So let me come in here and we're going to press out on everything. So this is what it looks like in the front, and this is what it looks like in the back. Okay? I'm good, Lori, but sleepless. Oh, so sorry, Katie. And I said hi to Linda, right? So the answer is true. Yes, she is pregnant for 2 long years. All right, here we go. Armadillos live in A, trees, B, burrows, or C, lodges. Armadillos live in A, trees, B, burrows, sea lodges. Now, you know what else is good? And I brought the clapper with me because one could sit here, and yes, I have that, right? And that could go right on there. And it gives you a nice, crispy, flat edge. I don't show that often, and I don't use it often, but it does give you good results. All right, so now I'm going to put this one side on here. Burrows B. Hi, Vera and Chris. I think I said hi to Chris earlier. There we are. So now I'm just putting that, and that fits there perfectly. So we're just going to go with that. And there we are. So it is, they live in bee burrows. Snow leopards are found in the A, Alps, B, Himalayas, or C, Andes. Snow leopards are found in the A, Alps, B, Himalayas, or C, Andes. Hey, what is going on here? You know what? Maybe I need to close this. All right. That seems a little better. Oh yeah, much better now. I think from the vibrations, the screws were loosening up a little. They got their screws loose. And now I'm going to come in here and take my little crispy edges, and I'm going to switch to these, which are the flying geese. So it would look like this when you press it. I'm getting feedback of like what you're looking for when doing this. You're looking for more tips and tricks of how to get them to where they need to be. So that's why I'm showing you more this time around of things that could be helpful, like the clapper and using the leader and the ender. Run away. B, 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 B. So snow leopards are found in B, the Himalayas. Yes, look at how good. You guys are also fabulous with your life science. Okay, a tiger is a carnivore. It eats A, other animals, B, leaves, or C, carnival workers. All right. Definitely, it's got to be those those carnival workers that are snapping them with the whips. Ooh. Well, thank goodness they don't do, I don't think that's a thing anymore. I think we've all realized that that's not a good way to treat animals. But when my kids were little and when I was little, the circus had that, and it always made me sad when they were hitting the animals. It used to really make me sad. And now Honey does. I used to love zoos. I don't go to zoos anymore because when I met him, and I don't know where we were, I said, oh, let's go to the zoo. And he's like, I don't go to the jail. I go, what do you mean to the jail? And he goes, yeah, those are jails for animals. I'm like, oh, I never thought of it that way. But okay, I see it. I see where you're going with this. It's different than a sanctuary. I think he'd visit a sanctuary or one of those places that animals go and retire. I think they're called sanctuaries. Rehabilitation centers, stuff like that. I've been to a beautiful rehabilitation center for, what is it? Seals, maybe, up in San Francisco. And then Cape Cod has one too, down by Bourne, for seals, I think. All right, there we are. We have those. Look at that. All those are done. So now we're back to our 4 square in a squares. And then we're just going to press and start putting them together. Other animal carnivore. Hi, Mona. Been thinking about you. I hope your pipes are I don't know. It's been cold. It's been cold. There's nothing more like stressful than that. It's hard. Winter, I think, is hitting a lot of us content creators hard. Trying to manage our family life and our YouTube life, right? Alaska has one for eagles. I went to there once on a cruise. Oh, that's neat. Hi, Andrea. Did you get el café? Some people's packages, one in particular, is lost. Well, it says it's an alert, and it says that it's undeliverable, no address. And there was an address on the package, so I'm not sure what's going on with it. And I'm hoping it comes back to me because, of course, it's the one thing that's not replaceable because it was, I think, the backpack. Susan. So, Susan, if you're listening to this, I've been tracking your package. And then Debbie's package is also MIA. Debbie is another content creator in Quilt Fact. And I don't know, I just sent her a cheer up package from Puerto Rico. Just a sunshine. I guess a sunshine package. So she's taking a break right now as well. I've been cutting fabric in the morning. I'm drinking some as we speak. My family always comes first before YouTube. Exactly. That's it. That is why, Mona, my lives are very erratic right now, and I'm not consistent. I know I'm not consistent. And I know that's a big deal. Like someone set their alarm clock at 3 o'clock to come to my live. But like, I don't know now, right? Last year we didn't have this problem with the snow. I don't know when my son works till midnight until really, really late at night. And then I don't even think about to post because I'm myself sleeping and maybe I get a ding. And then I wake up in the morning, I see that I didn't come home till midnight. So then I'm like, I'm not going upstairs. Yeah, I've gotten that from USPS before. So that's a first for me. So I'm hoping things find their way. I've got to check on everything today again. Okay, so we're pressing everything out. It's so funny because I've always sewn with fabric like this, right? Non-starch. I don't know, for the past month I've been sewing the other way, so it's a little, I feel the difference. Okay, so here we go. We're going to clap on that, and I have a bigger clapper, but right now I'm not getting up for it, so there we go. Yeah, he is. My son took off. Well, he worked, but like he worked a half a day yesterday, and I said, "Oh, I didn't realize." He goes, "Well, I've been working 2 weeks nonstop, 24/7." He says, "I needed a break." I was like, "I know." I said, "You should have taken the whole day off." He went snowmobiling with the buddies, so I got to sew this morning. I do miss the early morning sewing. I really, really do. You are fine. We are all dealing with weather and other things, including family. Absolutely. I sleep most of the day yesterday and have not been to bed yet this morning. If I missed the lives today, it's because I am sleeping. Well, for me, I did not get to do anything during the week because of the really cold weather. So after this, we're going to get ourselves ready, bundle ourselves up, and we're going to just head to like the stores and get our morning chores done, because actually the coldest, what did they say? The coldest weather today has not even happened yet. At 8 o'clock is going to be the coldest time of the day. So 8 o'clock this morning, when the sun comes up, is when it's going to be the coldest time of the day. Very crazy, very crazy. So here we go. We have our blocks like this and our blocks like this. So that's where you see press. Everything is nice and flat. This really does help. So does the leader and ender. I'm going to put another one on here. And then we are going to put this puppy together. So we are going to take our centers, and I'm going to put them all nice in 4. And then I'm going to put them in the center of this. And it's on a diagonal, so it would look like that. And then you are going to take 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And did I do something wrong here? Was I talking? No, there it is. There it is. Got a little turned around. It's making sense now. All right. Here it is. So there we have it. The center, these. So I'm just going to go ahead and stitch those. And then they say to press those in towards the square in a square. So a tiger is a carnivore was the question. And it eats other animals. So you said A, that's it. Oh, I forgot. It was, I do love these colors. Okay, ready? Next animal trivia. What do you call the dominant male in a troop of gorillas? Okay, what do you call the dominant male in a troop of gorillas? I feel like that was in Lion King. I just saw dominant male and I'm like, I want to see like powerful woman in the flock. The matriarch. I'm not going to lie. I'm the matriarch of this house. Things don't get done how I want. I could be a little bit... So in the troop of this household, that's who it is. It's me. Here we are. So I was watching, what was I watching yesterday? And I saw all the quilts. Oh, I was watching my bad TV. My trap TV. Yeah. You know, these shows, they get me. So yes, I am back onto the 90-Day Fiancé saga and or the TLC channel saga. And I got watching something about being Amish. Some new show. Some show about Amish. And yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I was thinking of something as I was sewing and I was like laughing to myself. Ooh. Oh, that's what it was. So there's lots of quilts in that show. So I was watching it. Suddenly Amish. I think it's called Suddenly Amish. I don't know. It's these people. I have a fascination with the Amish too. I'm not going to lie, okay? You know, I love the idea because I like romanticize it. Like these women are home cooking, which I love cooking. And they're sewing quilts because I love sewing quilts. And they're doing their own clothes. I like to learn that. But the reality is they're scrubbing floors. They're doing all kinds of stuff that I don't want to do, you know. That's the reality of things. Anyway, so this show, Suddenly Amish, you know, I'm watching it. But as I'm watching it, you know, you're going through the house. And I'm more into like what's in the background than what's actually going on in the show. Because my honey doesn't like to watch that kind of he doesn't like reality TV. And and I'm like, did you see the quilt? And he's like, are you even paying attention to this show? I'm like, I don't know, I'm distracted by all the quilts and all the artwork that's on the walls and stuff. I don't think people watching that is like focused on that, but I'm focused on that as I'm watching the show. Not to mention, these girls go there to be Amish, and you go and you show up in a halter top and crop top. You think that's appropriate to go to the like you want to be Amish and you show up in your bra? I don't think so. I don't think these people are serious. I love the woman who's been dressing Amish for 25 years. Actually, she cracks me up. Um, let's see. I have to read some of these because I got off on my tirades here. Alpha male, alpha, alpha. That's that's elephants. Yes, I know. I have my whole sewing space. Oh yeah, that's true. Elephants, right? That's a matriarchal society. I didn't think about that. I guess that's why my grandmother loved elephants so much, because my grandma was the boss of the house. Okay. On my dad's side, not my grandmother, not on my grandmother on my mother's side, but my grandmother on my father's side. She's the boss of the house, and she had lots of elephants. She had an elephant fascination. I have all her elephants, so maybe that's where I get this from. I have my whole sewing space covered in patriotic scraps. I have been making a planned scrappy. Yes, you've been having that on your channel too. You've been doing your scrappy. I have to share that out. I went to bed. I could not fall asleep. Let's see. I'm fascinated with the Amish. They work hard. They do. Silverback. Yes, silverback is the right answers. What do you call the dominant male in a troop of gorillas? It is silverback. I'm doing the same, Andrea, but the design is most fun. I've missed been outside feeding outside cats and fixing their shelter. I'm just going on my own tangents, but yeah, so if you watch that kind of reality TV, just forget what's going on and look at like when they span in the room and just watch all the beautiful Amish stuff that's around. That's what I have been doing. More than paying attention. But yeah, I mean, this lady last night, was it? Yeah, I don't know. I watched it yesterday. She was in tears because they told her to take her eyelashes off and get rid of her acrylic nails. I mean, what did she think she was signing up for? They clearly told her she was going to sign up to be Amish. I mean, come on. I don't see many women. And the makeup, she was having a meltdown. And I'm like, do they not screen these people? Do they not educate them who the Amish are, what their values are, what you can and cannot do? Because the one girl was upset because there was no phone, no cell phone. It's like, oh yeah. I'm on a tangent with that because of the fact that I am annoyed at all these contestants, because I feel like there's only one woman who's taking it seriously, and that's the woman who dressed up as Amish for the last 25 years. Except for she even did something questionable. So if you want a good laugh and mortification, go over there. But no, go over there and look at the quilts. Really, look at the quilts and the beautiful furniture when they span. That's what was like getting me. I wasn't, half the time I had to rewind to follow the plot because I was so fascinated by the furniture and the quilts. There's a lot of quilts. And they were sewing clothes. And yes, they had a trip. My husband's like, they have sewing machines? I didn't think they could use sewing machines. I was like, well, honey, they're not electric sewing machines. And so I actually don't know about I have to look that up because they did have them using like treadle sewing machines. Let's see. Linda. Hispanic women are very matriarchal. I have Hispanic relatives. Some of us are. They did that for the hype. I'm sure they did, because I was like, this woman is not showing up to this community dressed like that. First of all, she shouldn't show up in any community dressed like that. Here we go. So here we are. We have ours, but yeah, I got a good laugh last night. But yeah, last night they really, the episode I watched, they were sewing the clothing and I saw the quilts, like, because they were spanning more in the rooms. Because I guess bats are bad omens. So the one Amish family had to move out of their house to another Amish family's house because there was bats in it and they were housing these people. Different sects of Amish have different rules and regulations. You don't have Amish. So Lori, we do not. But I used to take my kids on a vacation, and my parents would go with us to Hershey Park, and we would stay in a Mennonite community, in a Mennonite like bed and breakfast community. So we did that for many years, and that's where my kids, I wanted them to, I purposely did that, even though it was a vacation and they had chores, because once you go to their bed and breakfast, you're part of their household and you have chores and things to do. And so it's an experience. So they went to Hershey Park in the afternoon and we all did the tourist stuff, but we also got to live a little bit like the Mennonites, right? Because we were in their home and they treat you like family and you eat. I mean, we didn't do the scrubbing of the floors and everything, but you got to, like, the kids got to do, the farm chores. And so that was a lot of fun. I have a lot of fond memories. We went there every year, and then they closed down the B&B because I just actually recently was looking for like an adventure for Honey and I. The food was fabulous. Oh my goodness. And she was so wonderful. She gave me her recipes. And to this day, I make those recipes. There is a potato casserole that she made that was yummy. I haven't made that for Honey. And then there is the baked oatmeal, which I make all the time. And I bring that to school. And the baked French toast I got from her. Yeah, it's good. So they only did breakfast. And for lunch and dinner, you were on your own. Now I'm hungry. So we have our blocks. We have number 7 all done up. And now I'll show you my other stuff I've been working on. Let me put this in here. Okay. So Clue 8 comes out on February 27th, okay? And then April 24th is the big reveal. I'm getting excited. All right, let's turn this around. Let's do this last one so that I can go through here. Which of the following birds can fly backwards? A penguin, B, a red-tailed hawk, or C, a hummingbird? Oh, you're back, Mom? We were talking about the fun times at the Mennonite bed and breakfast we stayed at in Pennsylvania. We bought one of our nicest border collies from an Amish farm, not a puppy mill. And we have a lot of hummingbirds. And I'm going to put this in. And you know what? I'm going to leave this out because I could actually use that. Good morning, Sean. You're coming on in a half hour. Sean, the guy who sews, he comes on at 8. So the answer is hummingbird. Okay, let's move on. We're done with our cotton cuts clue. So let me show you what I've been working on. And here we go. You're late, but you're here. Not a problem. A is incognito. OMG, that was so much fun. And the food, I think there were baked oatmeal. That's where the baked oatmeal came from. Yes, it is. So I was telling them that too, all the recipes we got. What a fun time. I want to do that again with Honey when it's a little warmer. Because when we were watching Suddenly Amish, they were in a fabric store yesterday. So that was episode 3. Yes, so if you want to if you don't watch the trash TV, but you want to see a good episode with quilts and fabric and that, go to episode, I think it's 3. I grew up in Lancaster, PA, so lots of Amish and Mennonite culture. Yes, so Lancaster is where supposedly this show is being filmed, in which these women do not realize how you go and dress. So here you go. But we are going to reveal. And now I've been doing little videos on this here and there, and here it is. It's all revealed. I'm going to move this. Let me move this stuff. Okay, I'm going to back this up. And I'm going to, so there it is. So this is my On Point quilt. It's put all together. I went ahead and did a fat border here. Mom, I know what you're already going to say. And the fat border here, we had already discussed on my live what you're going to say. So instead of doing the skinny border of this, I did a 2.5 inch because they gave us enough for the border of their size that I can't give you because it's not my pattern, and enough for binding. But I went ahead and did a 2.5, and then I also extended this, and I made this a 4-inch border of this fabric. I maximized so I didn't have as many scraps, because I have scraps because I had a pile of scraps, but I minimized it. So what are the changes I made? If you watched my videos, these here, I remained diamond. I wanted them diamond. I didn't care for them boxed. That was just my preference. Plus, I like to do a little change to any quilt that there is to make it mine, to make it me. And I did that. And it also saved me time. And then I did like, though, the squares in here. So I looked at it when it didn't have this little flip and stitch. I did put that in. So they're in, all there. And that's it. My beautiful bee quilt is here. Booze and bees, so me. And we already said that. I said when I bring this sucker to Puerto Rico, this is going to end up with my mom. Okay, so I had a lot of scraps. So here we go. We're going to bring the scraps over. And more scraps. And more pieces and parts. More scraps. I'm bringing all my scraps over. Okay, so this came from Carmen's. So I said to you that with my scraps, and I had a lot of them, okay, after doing this kit, and this kit came from Carmen's. So after doing this kit, I had a lot of scraps. And yeah, make matching pillowcases, yes, but this is the deal. Someone is going to steal this. I'm going to have it on my bed, but I have a feeling someone's going to steal it. So I went to this book. I haven't made anything. Well, I've made, like I said, I've made samples for the actual book, but I've not made anything out of this book for myself, separate from work. And I decided I did Mayfair. Mayfair is this one right here. And I said, well, you know what? I said, let me see what she did with Mayfair, because I kind of remembered with the extra squares, right? Because I got 20 squares and I only needed 12. So I remembered the size. For whatever reason, I remembered the size. And I remembered that Fran did placemats and table runners. So I went to the Mayfair table runner, right? Table runner and placemat. And I went ahead, and they say 3 1-yard cuts will make a placemat and table runner. I think you can use, you know, the fabric would be the same in the back, but I only had scraps. So what I did is I scrapped that up. Oh, that would be so nice. Matching pillowcases. Did you hear that, Leanna? That's what my mom said. Yeah, I did, but it's gone. It's matching pillowcases is not happening. So here are my blocks. This is the Mayfair blocks. This is the block that's in the quilt. And I'm going to make them into table runners and placemats because my glass table needs decor. So we have these. Oh, I'm not even showing. Here's, did that wrong. So I had enough scraps to use, you know what, to use this color here. Remember, they gave me in the kit enough for the border and for binding. So I had quite a bit extra of that honeycomb fabric. So those are the tops. Now, I did not have enough of this blue to make all 8 because you need 8 of these blocks to make 4 placemats and a table runner. So I have some of this left over. And what I have done is I've decided that 2 placemats will be like this and 2 placemats will have this green in there. Or I haven't decided yet. I'm going to make all the blocks. Or my table runner will have 2 of these and 2 green and they'll be mixed. So we'll see where it goes. But I did not have enough fabric to do all blue. So we're going to use this green. Oh, here it is. See, I already started. I've been working on this morning. That's what I was working on this morning is the placemats. And so I'm using the scraps from this kit. And so here's that. And then I use, and even after cutting that, I still have this piece, which is like the size of a fat eighth. Still left over. I mean, I'll use this in some of the backing. I have this piece here that's left over. I'll show you where I incorporated this. So I have some of this to play with. I have all these squares, all these triangles left over. I have another couple pieces of this, and I am going to try to incorporate this in either the backings of these. I have a piece of that, another piece, and another piece. And then I have a great piece of this. This is 14 inches. So 14 inches is this. Now the table runner measures, let's see what the table runner measures. The table runner measures 14 by 80 is the finished of the table runner. So this may just make it for the back. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do, but it may, because it's 14. You know, the block is a 12.5 by 12.5 inch block. So I could make it where it's got a really skinny border and still use this as the back. Because what is it by? Was it, you know what, I forgot. Oh, by 50. No, I'm not going to have enough for this, for the back. But anyway, maybe it could be for something else to deal with the back. So I have that. I have a couple of these pieces, these leftover pieces, and then these 2 setting triangle pieces. That's a lot. I mean, this is, so I got a kit. The kit gave me this quilt, a table runner, and 4 placemats, and I still have little scraps to play with. Not to mention these little scraps that came from when I did the strip tube HSTs, because this has 1,000,001 HSTs, and so I did the strip tube method. So I didn't even follow their method. I did the strip tube method for that, and that's where these came in line. See, right here. Those are the corners. And then the placemats. So the placemat is this, and you're supposed to have another one of these going like this. That's how the placemat is. But I don't have enough. Like this does not give me, this is not enough. I don't have enough. I'm short. Believe it or not, I'm short 2 pieces. So I cut this, and I am going to do something with this on the sides. I haven't decided what yet, but I think that's what I'm going to do here. I'm getting ideas. Maybe I will, I don't know what I'm going to do, but here, I have these. I'm going to figure out how to incorporate them into here. I'm loving the placemats. That's going to look beautiful on my table. And no, Mom, you can't have the placemats. Let's see. So here, oh, she's, and I didn't even read that. Okay. Oh, okay. I could have the placemats. I don't get the quilt. You may get the quilt over the placemats. Well, we'll talk about the bee-ness going on. So good morning to Deb, and Mary. Good morning. And, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So that's where we're at. We have, this is what I've been working on, is this, the placemats and the table runners, and just basically playing. But this is good because this may now be like my go-to for like things like smaller projects. You know, this is my go-to to use for my scraps. Like I could have made a quilt. I could have probably made that Mayfair quilt easily with this leftover fabric and a little bit from my stash. But it's like, I don't need another one. I'd rather have some little things around. Has everyone noticed that she's ignoring my plea for the bee anything at this point? No, you're going to get something bee. It's just, I think we'll see. It'll be something bee. You'll have a bee in your bonnet in a second. But no, you'll have something bee. But yeah, in this book, there's a lot of things. Look, like here is something called the table runner and wall hanging. So I could use this. So in this book, believe it or not, I really didn't take a good look at it, and I took a good look at it. It's good go-to for last minute scraps because I don't want Mount Scrapmore. That's a different channel. By the way, if you don't know her channel, she has a great channel. Conquering Mount Scrapmore. She's great. Go to her channel. She uses a 301 too. She's out of Canada. Brenda is her name. Yes. So I don't want to conquer Mount Scrapmore. Brenda has lots of ideas how to do it. But what I am trying to focus on, so I guess I never said that. What am I trying to focus on this year? I'm trying to focus on when I'm done with a pet project, and I do, you know I do this a lot in my channel, but I want to focus on it more. When I'm done with a project, whatever leftovers, reinvent something. And then if you have leftovers, then you stick them in the scraps, and then they go to Puerto Rico. And then we have a whole lot of fun in Puerto Rico with my scraps. She really needs all the bee stuff. Your mom is freezing in Puerto Rico. Hi, Raven. I know. They're getting cold over there, Raven. Muchacha, está frío. It's cold. I don't think it's, for me, I would take that any day, Mom. To me, that's not cold. But to them, it is cold. And I'm sure everybody's bundled up while I'm there like dying looking at them. I have to tell you, when we went to Salsa Friday, I never even told my mom this. We went to Salsa Friday, and Michelle and I, there was a woman there, and she had on jeans. She had on a long sleeve shirt. She had on like some kind of flowing scarf and a jacket. And she's dancing like that. And I'm looking at her and I'm like dying. I'm hot and everything. And she's all bundled up. I mean, she was really the only one bundled up. But hey, I get it. You're hot all year long. It's cold. I think one night it said it went down to 47 again. When I was there, it went down to, the coldest it went down there was, I think it was 47. No, it was 57. 57. No, I really need to be in Puerto Rico because it's like right now, 8 o'clock is going to be the coldest. the coldest. And so that's supposed to be -5. So I don't know. But anyway, this is what I've been up to. And then I'm going to go take my little showers, get myself ready. We want to leave early-ish and, you know, get our stuff done and come home and put on the fire. Her tables are cold too. Her tables are cold. Yes, they are. I'm sure they are. Well, you know what? There's Mother's Day coming up, right? No, there's something else. There's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming up. Have I made you Valentine's Day placemats? Traditionally, I make my mom placemats. That's a traditional thing I do, actually. And she has a lot of seasons. And then there's some seasons she doesn't have stuff. And then, yeah, but that was pre-house. That was before I had a house. Now I need placemats for my house. So anyway, so yeah, so I'll continue working on the bees. It's -8 here in Southwest Ohio. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. I mean, the regular temperature, I'm not even talking about feels like temperature. Feel like temperature going to work yesterday was -13 again. -13. Oh, yeah, it was too cold yesterday. And hence why I'm now walking around in these giant, long things down to the floor, fleece blankets with the hoodie. Come on, I got to deck out the hoodie. There we go. I'm like an Eskimo. I'm walking around like an Eskimo. We are under a freezing warning tonight till tomorrow. So I have a story about this, okay? You see this? Beautiful. You know, you saw the one with the fruits. So I bought this for Honey. So I thought we could have matching. We could be like matching. I mean, it's big. This one is much bigger than mine, okay? This one's bigger than mine. Look at that. I am like, this is bigger. I just been, okay? And it has little cute deer on there, right? Really cute. Honey's like, no, no, you bought that for yourself. I go, no, honey, I bought this so that we can have matching ones to wear when our fire. I could not convince the man to wear this. So now it's mine. I redesigned myself to whatever it is. Oh, I resigned myself to whatever it is. Oh my goodness. So yes, so he definitely, I wanted nothing to do with this. And I just said, just try it. If you just try it, you will see how cuddly this thing is. He's like, no, that's what I got you for. He goes, I could cuddle on you and feel it. Oh, so yeah, so that's why I now sport a new one. Look, and it's got a kangaroo pouch. So, you know, so that if you want to hand quilt, you could put all your stuff in there and then hand quilt. I don't do that, but you know. Wow, peer pressure works. Yeah, no, he was not for it. This just came yesterday. He was not for it at all. But hey, it's fine. I get now a new one. It's good. I need one. Well, they were on Amazon and they were like on super sale, $15 for these. That's cold for South Mississippi. Yeah, it is. You guys are getting that's a bomb cyclone, and I'm hoping we don't get hit with any part of that bomb cyclone. I want none of it. Zero, except for the cold. I mean, I rather have the cold than snow and ice right now, to tell you the truth. But anyway, it's 7:45, and Sean, the guy who sews, he's going to come on at 8 o'clock with his guests. I don't remember. Is it the cheeky quilter? Maybe is his guest today. I'm not quite sure, 100%. But anyway, so he'll be on his channel. Deb, please, Deb, are you going to be on tomorrow? Deb, we're going to wait. Deb, are you going to be on tomorrow morning? We would all love to know. I saw you put out a post. Yes, I will watch. I think I said that already, that I would watch. I'm going to move all this here and put my scraps in the pizza box. So, Amber from the Cheeky Quilters. That's what I thought. Es que? Are we speaking Espanol? Yes. I'm thinking you mean yes, and it's telling us es. Yes, that will be in Lisa's. No, I know it. Lisa is taking a needed break or forever. I'm not quite sure. It's hard. It's hard. I'm telling you, folks, as a content creator, it's so hard to work full time and a second job and do YouTube. It's hard. It's hard to get everything done. So yes, so we will be on Deb's channel, correct? You're not live from Lisa's channel. You're live from your channel, Deb, right? So we will be seeing Deb tomorrow. I'm saying this, Deb. Do you hear me? We're going to see Deb tomorrow, I think on Deb's channel at 7. Yes? Or are you going a different time? Yes, Deb will be... No, I know she's going to be in Lisa's place, but she's going to be on her channel at 7. Or are we changing the time, Deb? Inquiring minds want to know my channel. We may have a little bit of a lag. What time, Deb? So we can all be there. we got to wake up. I got to wake up. Sundays, I have like been sleeping in for the past handful of Sundays. That's why you've not seen me on the channel. And also because my son has been working and then I just stay in my bed and be lazy. I'm waiting on Deb's thing before I say my goodbyes. 7:15. Okay, so Deb's going to be on her channel at 7:15 for a live tomorrow. And with that said, everyone, please take care of yourself. Everybody, try to keep warm. Take care of yourself. Oh, this is Eastern. Good morning, the right way. That's Janice. That's another channel. So go check out Janice. So if you don't, what was I gonna say? Please take care of yourself. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. And I will see you all soon. And take care. Bye. Thanks for being on this morning with me. I appreciate you all.